Today we present Blue Moon Beach, a story designed to enhance your English skills through engaging storytelling. Listen carefully, follow along, and participate by answering the questions in the comments. Let's learn and grow together, one story at a time. Chapter 1, Summer Days. I'm sitting and watching birds. I'm at Blue Moon Beach. I think it is the best beach in the world. The water is warm and blue. The sand is very white. Blue Moon Beach is my beach. I've lived here all my life. Other people come here for a week or two. They swim at the beach. They come to see the fish too. There are many fish in the water at Blue Moon Beach. My name is Samuel Martin. At home, I am called Sammy. At school, I am Sam. I like the name Sam. I think I'm too old to be Sammy now. I'm 15. I live with my mother and father in our hotel, Blue Moon Hotel. When I was little, I loved all the rooms and the stairs. I loved the big kitchen and all the food. I liked the people who came to stay. I played with lots of children who came with their families. What I like now are the animals and birds that live near our hotel. I like the sea eagles best. I want to write a book about them one day. They are big, strong birds. Sea eagles are the kings of all the birds. They fly over the water to look for food. When I was little, there were lots of sea eagles at Blue Moon Beach. This year, there are only 2 sea eagles. Why? Because there are not many trees now. Sea eagles need trees. Now there are lots of houses. It makes me angry. I don't want the birds to leave Blue Moon Beach. Today is the first day of summer. No school for 5 weeks. 5 weeks to swim and watch the sea eagles. I'm lying on the sand. I'm watching one sea eagle. It is on the rocks at the end of the beach. I haven't seen the other sea eagle today. 2 men are walking along the beach. I don't think they are here to swim. They are wearing dark clothes. They are wearing shoes and socks. People never wear shoes and socks at Blue Moon Beach. The men stop near me. They look at the rocks. They must be looking at the sea eagle. They talk quietly. Who are they? They see me looking at them, and then they walk away. I go for a swim. I love swimming. There are a lot of people in the water today, but not many of them swim out in the deep water. I swim out a long way. There are a lot of fish swimming below me. I lie in the water and look up. I see the sea eagle flying above me. I love being out in the water at Blue Moon Beach. The sun is high in the sky. It's time for lunch, and I'm hungry. I swim back to the beach, and then I walk back to the hotel. Sammy! Mom calls from her office. It is at the front of the hotel. Yes, Mom, I say. Dad needs your help in the kitchen after lunch. She says, Today? But it's the first day of summer, Mom. I want to go swimming again this afternoon. And the birds. I want to go swimming too, says Mom. But we all have to work. We have a lot of visitors. She looks tired. She works very hard. Okay, Mom. Mom smiles at me. Thank you, Sammy, she says. Sam, Mom, not Sammy. I'm not a little boy now. I'm 15. Okay, Sam. Go and eat lunch, then help your father. I go into the kitchen. Dad is cooking. I think he is the best to cook in the world. He uses lots of pots. I'll have to wash them after lunch. Hello, Sammy, says Dad. It's time for lunch. Are you hungry? Yes, and it smells very good. After lunch, I help my father. We clean the kitchen. I wash the pots, and Dad washes the floor. I like to work with Dad. Some boys don't see their fathers very often. but Dad and I are good friends. How are your birds today, Sammy? Dad asks. The mother is there. I want to see if there are eggs in the nest. Sea eagles always have 2 eggs. Eggs? Dad says. It's a long time since I've seen a baby sea eagle. Yes, I say. We've nearly finished cleaning the kitchen. Can I go now, Dad? I ask. Okay, Sammy. Dad, my name is Sam, not Sammy. I often say this to Mum and Dad. They forget. Okay, Sam. Go on, look at your beautiful birds. Thank you, Dad. I walk through the hotel. I open the front door quietly, but Mum hears me. Sammy, come here, please, she calls from the office. Shall I run? It is a beautiful, warm day. I don't want to do any more work today. I run. Mum comes out of the office. Stop, Sammy, she calls. I stop. I walk back to the office. Dad and I have nearly finished cleaning the kitchen, Mum. I say. I need to talk to you now. Mum says. But Mum, I want to see the sea eagles. Sam, says Mum, please. So I sit and listen. A boy is coming here today with his mother. His name is Tim Bailey. I want you to show him the village. Take him to the beach. But Mum, I want to watch the sea eagles. The mother has been in the nest all day. They'll have baby sea eagles in the nest soon. Sam, please listen. Tim's mother, Mary, was my best friend at school. They live in the city now. Tim's father died after being sick for a long time. Mary is very sad. Tim is sad too. I asked them to come here. The sea air will be good for them. Tim needs a friend. I told his mother, you will be Tim's friend. Mum looks at me. I look at the floor. I don't want to be friends with Tim. I don't want Mom telling me who to be friends with. I want to swim and watch the sea eagles. Mum, do I have to? Yes, you do. All right, Mum, I say. Chapter 2. Tim can't swim. This is my son, Sammy, says Mum to Tim and his mother. Hello, Sammy, says Tim's mother. Tim doesn't speak. Tim is tall and thin. He has black hair, and he is very white. Maybe he never goes out in the sun. His clothes are new. My clothes are old. There are holes in my t-shirt. Mum wants to buy me new t-shirts, but I like my old clothes. I look at Tim, and he looks at me. We don't smile. You boys can go and play now, says my mother. Mum, I say quietly, I don't play. I'm 15. Take Tim to the beach, Sammy, says Mum. Come on, Tim, I say. Wear a hat, Tim, says his mother, and wear your t-shirt all the time. Stay in the shallow water. Be back in an hour. Tim says, Mum, stop it. He looks at me and says, come on. He doesn't wait for me. He walks away. His mother calls, Tim, you forgot your hat. I take the hat from her and I follow Tim to the beach. I stand on the sand and look for Tim. For a minute I can't see him, but then I see him at the other end of the beach. I walk along the beach and give him his hat. You don't have to stay with me, Tim says. You don't want to, do you? Our mothers are friends. We're not friends. What can I say? Just go away, Tim says. He sits on the sand and looks out to sea. Okay, I will, I say. I go to the rocks. I sit quietly and watch the mother sea eagle. She has not left the nest all day. I watched the eagles making the nest. It took a long time. They worked hard. They flew away and returned with sticks again and again. They brought back lots of leaves too. Now, one sea eagle is always sitting in the nest. I look down at the beach. I can't see Tim. Maybe he went back to the hotel. The men are on the beach again. The bigger man is talking into a mobile phone. The other one is looking out to sea and up into the sky. What is he looking for? The men are walking towards me. The bigger man puts his mobile phone away. He looks at me, then talks to the other man. They both look at me, then walk away. Who are they? I see the second sea eagle flying over the beach. He flies over the sand, then over the water. He flies in circles looking for food. Suddenly he drops down into the water. He flies up again, carrying a large fish. He will take the fish to the nest. The mother sea eagle must be very hungry. Just as the bird flies near me, a boy climbs up the rocks next to the nest. It is Tim. It is hard to climb those rocks. They are big, and there aren't many places to put your hands and feet. Tim doesn't see me. He walks towards the sea eagle's nest. Oh no, both the sea eagles are flying away. Tim has scared them. When people go near a nest, the birds fly off. And the eggs will get cold. Get away, I scream at Tim. I jump up and run towards him. I'm very angry. I want to hit him. Tim sees me. Now he looks scared. The sea eagles are flying in circles above us. Get away, I scream again. Tim doesn't want to come near me. He tries to climb down the rocks to get away from me. He's going very fast. Suddenly, he falls off the rocks. I hear him hit the water. He'll be okay, I think. I'll wait for him to swim back to the beach. City boys should stay in the city. I start walking back to the beach. Then I hear Tim screaming from the water. Help! Help! I can't swim. Suddenly I'm very scared. Chapter 3. Out at night. Help! Calls Tim again. I run over the rocks and jump into the deep water. There are no other people near us. I swim out to Tim. We are both very scared. It's okay, I say to him. I'll help you. Hold on to me. Tim holds on to me. We both go under the water. Then I swim and I pull Tim up. We both get our heads above the water. Lie back in the water, Tim, I say. I can't. Yes, you can. Just try, I'll hold you, I say. I hold onto his arm. He lies back in the water. I start swimming. I have to swim for a long time. I talk to Tim as I swim. It's okay, Tim. We're nearly there. When we get to the shallow water, Tim and I just sit in the water. Then we get out and we both lie down on the warm sand. I am very tired. Thanks, says Tim. I was very scared. I was too, and I say. Why did you scream at me on the rocks? Asks Tim. Because you were near the sea eagle's nest, I say. They are scared of us. Oh, says Tim. I don't know much about birds. Look, there. Do you see them? Both the sea eagles are flying over the water. One of them needs to go back to the nest to sit on the eggs. I'm worried about the eggs. They must stay warm. I'm sorry, says Tim. He watches the sea eagles. They are beautiful. I think so too, I say. I look at my watch. Come on. We must hurry, we're late. We walk quickly back to the hotel. I'm worried. What will Tim say to his mother? My mother will be very angry if she knows what I did. Tim's mother comes running from the hotel. Tim, where have you been? You're late, and you're all wet. You didn't go in the water, did you? Oh, Tim. She's very angry with him. Tim looks at me. Then he looks at his mother. Sorry, Mum, he says. I tried to swim. I couldn't do it. The water was very deep. Sam saved me. Tim, How could you? His mother is going to cry? I won't do it again, Mum. Sorry. She looks at me. Thank you so much, Sammy. You're a good friend. Thank you for saving Tim. I don't know what to say. My mother comes out of the hotel. Tim's mother calls to her. Sammy saved Tim. Tim can't swim. Your son is a hero. I don't think I'm a hero. I feel bad. Tim didn't try to swim. I screamed at him and he fell into the water. We both know it. I look at Tim and he looks at me. He smiles and I smile back. My hero, says Mom. Come in and put on some dry clothes, both of you. Then I'll make you some hot chocolate. I love hot chocolate. Mum makes the best hot chocolate in the world. I drink it very slowly. Tim does too. We're sitting in the kitchen. Mum is back in her office. Dad comes in. I hear my son is a hero, he says. Well done, Sammy. Thanks, Dad. But I feel bad. Everyone thinks I'm a hero. Sam swims very well, Mr. Martin, says Tim quickly, and he's going to help me learn about sea eagles. You and your sea eagles, Sammy? Says Dad. He smiles at Tim. Sammy is always talking about those birds. Do you want some hot chocolate, Dad? I ask him. There is some in the pot. No thanks, Sammy. I think I'll have some coffee. Good, I say. More hot chocolate for you and me, Tim? Yes, please, says Tim. I'd love some more. After dinner, Tim and I sit outside. It is a warm night, but it is very dark. There is no moon. Our mothers are sitting inside talking and talking. Dad is in the kitchen cooking. He cooks all the meals for the people who stay at Blue Moon Hotel. He loves cooking, but it is a big job. It's good to be out here, says Tim. It's quiet. My mother talks and talks. She asked you a lot of questions about this afternoon. Oh, I'm sorry about that. But she worries about me. That's okay, I say. After Dad died? Tim stops. Then he says, It's just Mum and me now. She only has me. What can I say? I don't speak for a minute. Then I say, I'm worried about the sea eagles. They need to keep the eggs warm all the time. I want to know one of them is back on the nest. I'm going to have a look. I like to go for a walk at night. If you're quiet, you see a lot of birds and animals who come out at night. Do you want to come with me? Now? Asks Tim. Yes, I say. No, thanks. Mum says I can't go out at night. I think for a minute. When does she go to bed? I ask. Early. She always goes to bed early. Okay. We'll go out after your mother goes to bed. Tim thinks for a minute. Okay, I'll come. Mum won't know. Later, Tim and I walk very quietly down the stairs and out of the hotel. My parents are watching television. Tim's mother is in her room. We walk down to the beach. We go along a road towards the rocks. It is very dark. People never come here at night. I say to Tim. Don't they? He says. Then what is that truck doing there? What truck? I ask. Look, over there. There is a truck. It isn't easy to see. It is under some trees. Tim and I walk over to the truck. The back doors of the truck are open, so we look inside. There are a lot of boxes, bags, nets, and ropes in the truck. Oh no, I say. What's wrong? Tim asks me. We must be careful, Tim, I say quietly. I think bird smugglers use these things. How do you know that? asks Tim. I saw something about it on television. Look, there are air holes in the boxes. Why are there bird smugglers here? Asks Tim. The sea eagles, I say. Bird smugglers take sea eagles and other birds. Then they sell the birds for a lot of money in other countries. They put these nets and ropes near birds' nests. Then they scare the birds. The birds fly into the nets. The bird smugglers take the birds out of the nets and put them in these boxes. I open one of the bags. It has some bird food in it. Another bag has some fish in it. Sea eagles love fish. You're right, Sam, says Tim. What do we do now? We need to stop the bird smugglers, I say to Tim. And quickly.